What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Just started Cyberpunk 2077. I'm going to be playing this until I get Final Fantasy VII Part 2. Alexa, shut up. Goodness. I never played this game, believe it or not. I was originally waiting for like the update to PS5 graphics, and it's been out for, I think, over a year. My brother loves it, Shark Fat. But I never played it. So we're playing it. I chose the corporate, style. I believe there's like Street Kid and I forget the other one. But yeah, about 5 hours in. Reminds me a lot of Grand Theft Auto, just in a more futuristic, world, more or less. But very reminiscent of Grand Theft Auto, in my opinion. Which, I've never historically played Grand Theft Auto longer than a few hours, just killing people, chasing cops and whatnot. Never truly did the story. Anyways, so I'm still highly debating the wolf bust. Part of me wants to just say, forget it. It's too expensive. Use that money for something else. I mean, think about this. It's costing me, I still don't have a confirmed buyer for that. But let's say I do sell it. $1,800 to get it. The bust. The head, really. Not a full bust. The odds of me getting an actual wolf body is slim to none. I could maybe get a 3D printed body similar to the Sideshow Legendary scale. But there's definitely a lot of pros and cons to going with it. The custom. The head will have significantly better paint up. It will not be as movie accurate. That is more movie accurate. That is like the 3D scan of the movie by ADI. So this is technically more movie accurate. It does include more body. It's cheaper. I should just get that repainted. The problem is it's so hard to get a good painter, especially for Predator. It's like, it's not easy, and then they charge so much that I might as well have just gotten the custom head to begin with. Here's the thing with my AVP bus. We got that, which is a grail. We're getting Queen Big Chap any day now, which is kind of like, in my opinion, a companion to that, where it's like full body, massive, redonkulously amazing. And then my other alien bust, we got that, which is, if you think about it, very similar to the Wolf custom bust, where it's just like neck up, like that's just neck up on a pole with, at least it has a base, this, where my other Wolf, there's a few things I could do to make the base a little bit more fancy instead of what I normally use. I could probably get something custom made. I could, put some landmines on it. Seen someone selling those. But there's definitely some things I can do to make it a little bit more lively. But this is also extremely good, like paint and detail. And I feel like the Wolf bus will be like that. So that's another reason I'm really leaning to get it. But it's always funny. People always comment like, hey, you should sell your entire Transformers collection. Like, okay, sell my favorite statue. These are also people that, also hate Transformer movies. For me, I absolutely love it. Transformers Dark of the Moon is one of my favorite movies. And I still believe that these are easily some of the most impressive statues ever created. I'm not going to sell them to get other pieces. The only thing I could ever consider in this room is maybe sell G.I. Joe. I wouldn't sell Turtles, but I'd move them. I absolutely love my Turtles. Technically, all of these, realistically, that entire line could go down low. Even that Megatron, like, I could put that entire line down low. If I needed, like, bigger top shelf pieces. The reason I put this here is because I really like having the entire T1 line top shelf. The OG5. Ever since Ronnie Stark posted those photos, I freaking loved it, and that's why I bought them. I'm like, I love that line. Of course, these pieces aren't massive, This is 20 inches. That can go down low, Of course, we're desperately low on space down low. Like, I couldn't fit these 5, for example, if I moved or sold these. I couldn't fit them down low right here. You would have to do a combination of, if you wanted to consolidate Transformers, the best way would be to sell T4, lower T3, and, really just put that entire line down here, And then Jupiter. The problem is these shelves are not 24 inches deep. They're 20, and so it's like, It doesn't really work good. The biggest reason I'd want space in this room is to add Infinity Studio Sauron, Nazgul, Witch King bust, like all 3 of those busts. The best spot, I think, would be right here. If you lower these shelves half the shelf because of how tall they are. Then you do Nazgul bust in the corner, Sauron in the middle, Witch King right here. All 3 in a row. I think it would fit. Pretty confident. If not, you could technically do it right here. Although, good God, you'd have to do Sauron, Nazgul, Witch King. Although I'd really like it next to these. But let's just say hypothetically it does fit here. You angle Sauron a little bit more forward, Witch King there, Nazgul in the corner. I think I could probably make it fit. Underneath, we could do... I mean, you could only fit probably 20-inch tall statues. So I could fit like maybe those 2 orcs, you know, boom, boom. And then honestly, maybe like Sauron's weapon or maybe just some weapons. You know, that's like probably the best I could do. I mean, maybe I could even fit those because it'd have to be so low. Maybe I just do like, you know, put that on a nice little stand underneath and maybe the Witch King's sword and Morgul blade. You know, just like weapons and props underneath. You know, but like, that would be the biggest reason I'd want to add space in here. Here's the problem. It's so hard to sell statues right now. Like, ridiculously hard. It's not even funny how hard it is to sell statues. You know, and trying to move Monsterverse over here doesn't work too good. Because of the depth. You know, like this needs 24 inches. That needs more than 24 inches. You know, like King Ghidorah could go there, but Godzilla vs. Kong doesn't fit, like it'd stick out. You'd have to bring the shelves forward. It would definitely fit right there and actually even better because it's wider than this. You know, like King Ghidorah, Godzilla vs. Kong. And then more or less that whole line could be spread out. I mean, you could do the 2 busts right there. Mecha and, you know, Kong vs. Skullcrawler. I mean, I could make it work if I pull the shelves forward to give a little bit more depth. Because right now this is 24 inches deep and this is still sticking out about a finger. That desperately needs more depth though. This, if you don't line them up perfectly, and granted I don't even have this fully against the wall, but if you don't line them up perfectly, then you can maybe make it work. If you spread it out a little bit, you can maybe make it work. You know. And then this would have to be all Transformers, realistically. You know, like if you did, you know, let's just say Megatron Optimus, Bumblebee, Ironhide, Jazz, and Ratchet. You know, it would work right there. You know, of course, that means moving these bad boys. You know, it's just so much hassle. You know, so much hassle. It's too difficult to sell an entire statue line. People always tell me you should sell a line or two. It's not that easy, folks. 1, finding the boxes. 2, finding the buyers. 3, for the price I would want. You know, if this was 3 years ago, it was easy to sell a statue line at that time. You know, I could, you know, sell a statue line in 2-3 weeks. Now, it'll take you, 2 to 3 years. It's not easy because of the crappy secondhand market. You know, I initially said, hey, I may consider selling this. And I had a few potential people interested in that, which I figured. But like these 3, I'll be lucky to get half what I paid. And I already paid half for that. So I'd be lucky to get a fourth of what that's actual retail cost is. You know, him, be lucky to get a fourth as well of retail. Him, lucky to get half, maybe retail. So it's just like, at that point, it's not worth it. I'm not in the market of losing all this money. Plus, I still love this statue. It's not like I look at them and I don't get joy. You know, so I feel like at this point, it's too difficult to sell a line because of how crappy the secondhand market is. So either forego new pieces or whatnot. And it's funny how people are saying, like, you don't talk about Marvel that much anymore. I'm like, well, yeah, I finished it. And there's no new pre-orders up that excite me. I'm not going down Marvel 1/3 line. And there's nothing new bust-wise from Queen. You know, so it's just like, I'm done with Marvel. I still consider Infinity Saga the greatest series of movies ever created, hands down. But I got everything I need. DC, we're getting Black Adam. Although technically Marvel, I'm going to get the Mark 45 or whatever to match him. I think it's the Mark 44. You know, but unless Iron Studios comes out with a Hawkeye or we get a Hawkeye bust by Queen, I'm done with Marvel. So, you know, I'm just trying to refine the collection at this point. Although, like I said, Infinity Sauron, Nazgul, and Witch King are definitely something I really want right now. You know, I'm like, if I was to add another few busts, it would be those three. Those three. So, yeah, I'm still, you know, highly considering the wolf busts. I'm still like, part of me really wants to do it. Another part's just like, screw it, just keep my cool props. I still like cool props. You know, the sculpt is very good. The eyes are great. And the paint app does match my Sideshow Legendary scale pretty good. You know, and it does have some body at least. You know, part of me just says, just save your money. Just save your money. You know, save it for Black Adam. Save it for upcoming pre-orders. Don't spend $3,000 on just a head. Although, if you think about it, I spent over $3,000 on that bad boy, and I don't regret it. So I'm still leaning towards yes, because I want an immaculate painted wolf head. This is my only opportunity probably ever. Ooh, decisions, folks. But yeah, I'm not going to sell an entire statue line. Unless someone offered to buy a whole statue line and I got the money I wanted, I'm not going to do, you know. It's too much hassle, too much difficulty. Although, we'll see on Infinity Sauron, Nazgul, Witch King. You know, I do want to see them in person, so we'll see. Anyways, folks, yeah, that's some of the biggest reasons you're never going to see me sell an entire statue line, though. So, still highly considering the wolf busts. I still really like that cool props, to be honest. I still think it's great. You know, I'd also love to be able to do, like, this whole wall AVP, change that shelf to a 48-inch wide, move it over there, and do bust 1/3, 1/3 bust, bust 1/3, 1/3 bust. You know, right now I kind of have it like bust 1/3, 1/3 bust, 1/3 bust, 1/3. But if we put wolf bust in the corner, then wolf 1/3, then dog alien bust, then jungle hunter and onto big chap, that'd look really sick as well. It doesn't work so good down low though when I do that. Alrighty folks, see you in the next one. Have a great day.